our final segment, which is our Survivor pick of the week. Who you got?
Hardest Survivor week one I can never remember. I've been going through iterations upon iterations. This is for my main one, my Circa one. I'm in some other ones. That's what I give out here. My favorite one. Now in Circa, there's also consideration for Christmas and Thanksgiving games, which makes it a lot harder. It's actually a 20-week season. And after much deliberation, I mean, like, who are we? Am I confident? I have a rule of thumb that I do not take road divisional favorites in week one.
Mm-hmm.
Right or wrong, that's just my rule of thumb. We talked about this. Basically, it was the theme of the podcast. So I wrote off the Colts right away, and I wrote off the Saints right away. And, then you start going down and you say, okay, maybe the 49ers, but I have some spots I want to use them later in the year. It's also like low scoring game, high variance on the road, young quarterback, Kittle injury, offensive line problems, like a couple fumbles, Bears win. The higher variance again, the total. I like the under, right? I like the under 41. It's a couple plays here that can swing it. The Ravens were very close for me, but they have a last place schedule. I can use them later in the year. The Chiefs were my next team up when I was going down the list of who I'm really confident this week. I mean, like, who else? Go down the list. Like, some people are going to like the Titans, which normally would be my pick most years, but I'm down on the Titans and high on the Giants, and I think the Giants have a shot to win this game. And everything else is around a pick, except the Chiefs now. This Arizona injury situation. The Chiefs do have some really easy games, like 3 or 4 easy games. Like they play like the Seahawks, the Jag. Like they have some easy games later in the year. But I have teams. For example, I'm going to use the Giants one week when the Chiefs have a really easy game, when the Giants host the Texans. That's probably when I'll bow out of Survivor, when home Daniel Jones loses that game. But I was able to be okay with using the Chiefs now when I looked at their easy games and mapped out who I'm going to use when. Because other than that, the Chiefs have, overall, to me, per my numbers, they have the hardest schedule in the NFL. I mean, look at the division and conference they play in. So, yeah, I'm rolling with the Chiefs in week one. It's scary, but so is every single option on the board.
Yeah, I thought about the Chiefs too, actually, but I am going to go with the Ravens just because I just think the Cardinals are a better team, and these lines aren't even that far apart. They're both teams are on the road, and the Ravens are about like a point and a half more at this point. So I'll go with the Ravens here. Though I do agree the Ravens have some spots later in the year. They play the Falcons, I believe it is, at some point down the stretch. Yep. But you got to make it there. So I feel the best about Baltimore winning this game.